What's going on? Canada is the mixture of good news, bad news. One day, immigration of Canada announced good news. Next day, they announced bad news. Technically, they want to create a balance of immigration and wanted to tell people by their good news that we are not closing our immigration. Three biggest news which I will share. But unfortunately, all these three biggest news which I am sharing today are bad news. First of all, the work permit news. The work permit, LMIA, LMIA approved work permit is valid inside Canada. Otherwise, you cannot work without LMIA approved work permit. LMIA approved work permit now will comprise high wages job. So I am confirming today, if you want to work in Canada, if you want to get work visa of Canada, you need to get high wages LMIA approved work permit. Low wages work permit, remember, Canadian Embassy or Immigration Department of Canada will refuse your visa, because now according to new rule, your wages, mean your salary, must be at threshold level, at top level. Low wages LMIA approved work permits are not allowed in Canada. I will analyze and I will speak my observation regarding this change, but before that I want to tell you other two big news. Alberta PNP, Provincial Nomination Program, has two bad news. Number one, there was some compensation that if you have any family member in Alberta, your PNP program consists of positivity develop in your cases, and you are able to get PNP quite easier way, and you can qualify by easiest way if you have some family members inside Alberta. Now Alberta province finished this favor. Even you have your family member in Alberta, your case will be processed on merit PNP program. The third bad news, the fee of Alberta PNP program has been increased, and enough increased. I will also mention in the next clips how much fee is increased. These three bad news. First bad news is work permit. This is the most worst news until now of 2025, that you have to get a good salary in the job, and your work permit must consist of top company, top job, then you will be able to work in Canada. What Canada wants? Canada wants those people come to Canada who are truly professional people, and they can work truly by their skills, and definitely they will be offered a high wages from the companies. And normally people were paying money to the companies. This was also a very bad actions done by immigrants, especially by Asians, and some companies who were have some patch up with some consultants in Asia, and they were charging a lot of money, many thousand Canadian dollars they were charging, and that was main reason due to which IRCC compelled to make significant changes. And after all, the deterioration and the loss is of genuine applicant who can go by genuine way. They have some skills, they have education, they have English skills, and they are very suitable for Canada, but now they are trapped. They are also trapped because when rules are changed, rules are not changed for some individuals, rules are changed for all immigrants. So things are becoming worst for work permit. Now you have to get high salary job. There is some contradiction which I want to raise. That if someone is going to a low grade job like electrician, truck driver, plumber, or any low grade job, he is going as labor, it's obvious that his wages will be low. It means that Canada degrading, demotivating laborers to come. If I see occupation list of Canada and if I see demands in the provinces of Canada, mostly in developed countries, laborers are working. Laborers are mostly required. The developed people mean that if you have medical degree from Asian country, African countries, you will have very less value in Canada because Canadian qualified doctors, Canadian qualified engineers, Canadian qualified software engineers, they are mostly given value, and because they are more trained, they are more professional. So mostly the foreign worker which work in developed countries, they mostly, I am not talking all, some professional people coming from tertiary countries and they are working successfully as a work permit holder. But I am talking surplus number of workers. They are laborers, they are bakers, they are barbers, they are masons, they are electricians, they are plumbers, they are drivers, and their wages are very low. I am not able to understand about this contradiction. If you just see the list of Canada occupation list, mostly people who are required by Canadian Immigration Department by their own assessment, by their own observation of different provinces of Canada, they require more laborers. They require nurses as well, but more laborers. Laborers mean different categories. If the laborers Canada require, the wages will be low. But now this rule of LMIA approved work permit, the low wages people will not be entertained according to new rule, and they will not get visa, and their work permit will be of useless. Please be careful giving money to the companies. You may get work permit, LMIA approved work permit, but when you may go to embassy or immigration department for visa, they may refuse your visa on this new rules, new grounds that your wages are less. Some information still waited by Canadian Immigration Department. Maybe they announce some threshold level for laborers, that laborers should have such wages, engineers should have such wages. I think it should be classified category wise. Otherwise, as a whole, when you will say that more than fill in the blank $1,000 wages are required, then only overseas doctors, engineers will qualify, which seldom happens in Canada, because overseas engineers, doctors are not much entertained by Canada, and laborers are more entertained. So it's quite confusing. I will clear more as news will come more. I will keep updating you. Keep watching my channel. Thank you very much.